Hi, I'm Gabe, and for my holiday drink video, I'm going to show you how to make a Chicago-style Boulevardier. And I'm going to do it with this camera strapped to my head. So normally, a Boulevardier is something that's in the same vein as a Negroni. So instead of equal parts of gin, sweet vermouth, and Campari, you have instead equal parts of rye, the sweet vermouth, and the Campari. Now, in the case of this drink, we're going to also up the proportion of the rye a little bit. We're going to do 2 to 1 instead of equal parts, because I think the additional base spirit really makes it for a better drink. And also, to make it Chicago style, we're going to add some Malort. If you've never had Malort, I encourage you to look on the internet for something called Malort face. It's a fun thing where people try Malort for the first time and are absolutely disgusted. So it's a very bitter liqueur that's has sort of notes of grapefruit and gasoline and sadness. But I think in a very small part, as it's going to be used in this cocktail, it's actually delightful. And so this is a drink that is going to be stirred over ice, and we're going to start with 2 ounces of rye. And if you don't like rye, you could certainly use bourbon. That would be, I think, a pretty good substitute. So I'm going to pour this into our mixing glass. And in this case, we're going to be serving this drink up in a coupe glass. But you could certainly stir this over ice in the glass you like to drink it in. That's what I do most of the time, to be honest with you. Now we're going to have 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. And remember, always store your vermouth in the refrigerator. It's wine, and it can last, maybe a couple weeks to a month. But it's going to taste a lot better if you keep it chilled. And this, I also like buying these small bottles if possible, because then you don't have it sitting around for quite as long. And finally, 1 ounce of Campari. Campari is a bitter liqueur with some sweetness in it, but it's, I think, just really one of my favorite cocktail ingredients. Okay, so right there we have the makings for a Boulevardier. And now we're going to go a little bit wild, and we're going to add just shy of a 1/4 ounce of the Malort. I'd say start with a teaspoon, and if you like things bitter, then you can certainly add some more. Okay, I'm going to use my favorite tool, a chopstick, to stir this. And then I'm going to strain it into my coupe glass. Now, this is a drink you could easily batch ahead of time. You could just mix all these things together and then mix it like this in the mixing glass and pour it into a little bottle and bring it along with you, and then keep it chilled until you're ready to drink it. Or you could just mix the things and then stir it over ice at the party. And then I'm going to add a little orange zest, which is a traditional garnish. If I had been able to find some, I would have gone for a grapefruit zest, but unfortunately the Jewel did not have any today. So I'm just going to twist that in, and there we go. That's the Chicago-style Boulevardier. Enjoy, and happy holidays.